hold on. Oh, nice. I'll listen to that big bag. There's those. I'm in the mess. I'm in the mess. There's the light. Only got enough for junkie guys to see. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. All right. Vigilante Williamson here with some more vertical propaganda. It's been a minute. Been a minute since I streamed at all. Not sure how much of a turnout we'll get, if any at all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Tired. Went on a long walk. Got in. But using the mile thing. About 8,000 steps, which is good. Good. Walked about 4 miles today. So I'm a little tired, a little drained. Got my trusty Gatorade. What the hell's in this thing? Trying to be a little bit more health conscious. It was all Gatorade, electrolytes. I know it's nothing but sugar and garbage. Nothing but sugar and garbage. And I've been paying attention. Hey, Owlman saved me from being captured. Am I in your comic now? That'd be cool to have a cameo. I welcome that. Oh, shit. Light bulb went out. In any event, appreciate you being here, Retro Richard. Appreciate you being here. Tired again. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Haven't streamed in a while, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the channel or streaming. Nah, you've been away for a bit, yeah. And I'm still probably gonna be away. I didn't really announce a break this time. You know, I said earlier in the summer, I was, I'm gonna take a break, and then really didn't, especially because these vertical streams actually started to get popular. And I started doing those. First, not with the mask and everything, but just in the darkness. But I was getting in the walks and getting in the sun, and I was, oh man, I felt great. And I'm still getting in the walks, still getting in the sun, still trying to limit the calories, still trying to limit the food, trying to clean up the food. Now we're in the section to clean up the food, and hopefully add swimming. Hopefully next week. My car's back in the shop. I'm so sick of this bullshit. Hopefully next week we can start doing that. Anytime you want to do a Discord past 6 or 7 p.m., maybe. That was a big hectic last time, and I'm not a big fan of streaming with a bunch of people. It got smooth when it was just me, you, and Boosh, but when it's more than 3 people, it's not the funnest stream for me. I'll be honest, but I don't want to rule it out forever. That's probably good. Eggs, good source of protein. I know there's some debate on whether you're supposed to eat the yolks or not, but I think you should. So yeah, that's probably a good thing. Soft-boiled eggs. I mean, I'm sure it's a born diet. Oh, even if it's Austrian. Oh, okay. Yeah, then that one I'm a lot more likely to take you up on. Just to say what's up. Yeah, but honestly, man, I haven't been in the best place mentally, and I'm just like a little burnt out from the internet itself as a viewer, as a consumer. There's a debate about everything. I'm tired about this shit. You almost read my fucking mind. This is why I'm getting tired of the internet, man. Golly. I'm just tired of, I'm going to use one of your words, rigmarole. It's just, everything is extra, man. Off stream just to talk. Yeah, maybe. Well, I need to stop being so antisocial, man. Shit, despite what you say about the Dominican Bridge trolls, I do want to visit out there. But you'll probably be gone. You'll probably be gone by the time I get my money up to go to the DR. And I'm not going out there. Guys, you hear some of these disgusting stories. Some of these guys are getting clapped up. These passport tricks. You've been having a lot of burnout. Pushing, yeah, I'm sure. Pushing every day for 3 months straight. Plus, you wrote 100,000 chapters of Owlman. Now you push yourself physically. And you already got physical issues. I'm sure it's a struggle, man. Take care of yourself. And I mean, you young. You might need to do the opposite of me. I'm sitting there trying to lose, cut calories. Pull up to Santiago. It's the chillest. I might, if coming to some money. Hopefully, in a couple weeks we'll start. If our fucking car, we'll see what's going on with this fucking car. But if we can get it right and on the road, we'll start getting some Uber Eats. So that'll get the money up to start to pay off the credit card debt, and then go from there. Let's see what we can do. But I mean, a lot of people big up the DR. A lot of people vacation out there. They say the food is better out there, and just quality wise. That's looking into the food quality in the U.S., bro. I didn't realize how bad. I thought I realized how bad it was, but then I've been following a few things I am watching on YouTube because I'm just so sick of the. I'm so sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of hearing about men complaining about women too, bro. I'm sick of hearing men complain about women. Hey, Judge Carpenter, dog, what the hell? This is Vigilante Williamson. I wear a mask. I wear a mask and I stream from time to time. I'm streaming from my phone. I'm not Rey Mysterio. I'm Vigilante Williamson. But I appreciate you being here beginning and end. What's confusing? Well, Retro Rich, you've been here for a minute. It's not confusing to see me in the mask. Oh, whatever, normal. But to everybody else, they so used to seeing it like a normal human just with a face that this channel is gonna freak them out for a little bit. Then it's just a regular dude who just wears a mask. Cause listen, I'm not a big Van Vader. I'm trying to get to Rey Mysterio size weight wise. Shit, I mean I'm taller than him, but yeah, I'm trying to get to Rey Mysterio size weight wise. But yeah, and then people doom scroll. They see a dude in the mask, they're like, "What the fuck?" and then they leave. they leave. But yeah, that's the gimmick. Yeah, rest in peace to Sid. I don't think I've streamed since this. Shout out to Psycho Sid. No, I'm not Big Van Vader. He died too. Rest in peace to him. And actually, shout out to YouTuber Birds of Prey, who also died, I think, the same day as Sid. I saw that on LGG stream. We are living in this time. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. I just did it as a kind of a gimmick. I mean, people can see my face. It's just a face. But I started the channel 4 years ago. And I just, I wanted to be like this anonymous kind of character. Now I'm in my late 30s, Sean. It's weird. You know what? I'm glad people are at least freaking out. When I first started the channel, people would no-sell the mask. Like, for a long time, people would just no-sell the fact that I'm in the mask. Well, this is weird as fuck. Why is no one reacting to this shit? Shit. So at least people, now that I do these vertical streams, people like freak out or something. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? What are you, 5? But it's cool, man. Appreciate you being here, Sean. If you're still here, you might have already left. Yeah, people used to no-sell it. I'm like, okay, man. So I just kept it going. It's a gimmick, I don't know. Yeah, the name Vigilante. It's just something different. Something different. You know what? I can't even tell you what the hell this channel is about right now. I guess I stream. I need to be doing more videos. Nah, listen, people doom scroll. That I know. You don't like shorts, YouTube shorts, but the reason I do these streams like this, these vertical streams, or in this case a phone stream, what's my body count? I've killed no one. I've killed no one. Gotta stay murder free. You're talking about some other type of body count. That's crazy information. But I'm assuming maybe you are talking about a different type of body count. Because I think when you came in, I was talking about how I'm just sick of the motherfuckers complaining about women. I get it. There's a lot of stuff going. I'm just sick. I'm sick of the internet bullshit. I'm sick of seeing internet bullshit. I'm sick of seeing people complain about shit. Even I complain about shit myself. I'm just sick. I'm sick of the internet. I realize, I don't really have too much entertainment sources, so a lot of times I scroll on my phone. I haven't been heartbroken in a while. I haven't been truly heartbroken in a while. At least pre-pandemic, not since the pandemic. I'm just sick. It's like, yo, I don't even care if you're right. Just stop complaining. It's just weird. Like, y'all preying on women downfall. It's like, I get it. Some of these hoes are crazy as fuck, but it's just, stop. The snow bunny does not exist. It's crazy y'all made up a fictional girlfriend and said I'm heartbroken with somebody that don't exist. Nah. I'm not heartbroken, but I mean, I've been heartbroken in the past. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days when I was young and dumb. Hey, hope everyone had a good day. Yeah, I hope everyone has too, Codex. I hope so too. Hope so too. Hopefully the stream can be, something fun, something quick, something positive. I don't really have any plans. The reason the thumbnail, which most people ain't gonna check the thumbnail, is Boss Rudin and Brian Urlacher. I just saw that. Talk about doom scrolling shorts. Apparently, you guys don't know who either of them is. Boss Ruden's a old OG UFC MMA guy. Brian Urlacher used to be the linebacker for the Chicago Bears back in the day. Apparently, they almost got into a fight, and Brian Urlacher would have gotten fucked up. And so I'm like, you know what? That's a funny story. Brian Urlacher, not know who he is. Yeah, Blue Collar Spider-Man. There you go. I haven't got the Carhartt. Well, Carhartt ain't a blue collar brand no more, is it? Pepperidge Farm remembers when it was a blue collar brand. Tony, is it? Sorry, I'm blind as shit. Tony Melito. So yeah, Blue Collar Spider-Man, the friendly neighborhood YouTuber, the friendly neighborhood vigilante. I'm just an anonymous citizen content creator. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? At least the man's getting a reaction. Not always a good one, but it's a reaction of some kind. But yeah. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good day, like Kodak said. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hopefully I can contribute to it. Hope everyone could, I know this is a rough time. It's been a rough time for me financially, and I know it's a rough time. It's rougher for other people, man. I just went, cars in the shop again. But I say, you know what? Obviously, I'm a big back motherfucker. I'm trying to get this weight off. I'm going to walk to the store. I'm going to walk to the store, walk shit back, which I did last time my car was in the shop just a couple weeks ago. And I realized there's a motherfucker living outside the grocery store. I saw him last time, and I saw him again, and I noticed, he got a cart full of shit. He's just living there. And I got like, God damn. It just make you realize, like, damn, motherfuckers are fucked up out here. Really fucked up out here. And, homelessness is becoming more and more common. That's the design, honestly, man. They want you to be homeless. They want you to, because that's why rents and shit is getting more expensive. That's why they bought up all these fucking property. Even the place I live in now is owned by a corporation. They bought up all these properties. It's hard to buy a home. He sleeps. There's like a little outside deck. I don't know where he sleeps. I don't see him there like when I go, and maybe I just don't notice him when I got my car. But there's like seats. They got like an outside deck near the deli or whatever. So if you want to sit outside, eat outside. That's just where he posts up. So he's not even in the supermarket. He's just outside of it in the little seating area. And I didn't recognize till this time when I left. I'm like, oh shit, this dude fucking lives here. He had a cart, a little bit with a bunch of trash and junk or what. I don't want to call it trash. Apparently it's his stuff. I'm like, God damn. Now, hey, small town Republic. Yeah, people can't get approved for affordable mortgage and have to pay unaffordable rent. Absolutely. And I mean, are there even affordable mortgages to be had that exist? And then some people can't even get unaffordable rent because I've heard they want first month's, last month's plus security deposit. That's 3 months of rent. And if they want $2,000 a month, that's $6,000. You know what I mean? You halfway depending on where you are. Or well, maybe not halfway. It used to be halfway to a down payment on a house, maybe a quarter way. But you probably need $20,000 to get a house down payment now. But yeah. Hey, awesome one. You said people used to sleep in training NYC. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But yeah, homelessness is going to be a bigger problem for a lot of people. This is a little suburb, you know what I'm saying? I mean, ever since I got here, I see homeless, but just the fact that bro was living outside the grocery store, I didn't realize. And you see people under underpasses here on a regular basis. And, in a city, you see tent cities. So it's just going to get worse. And some people hoping November is going to give them what they want. I mean, I don't see it not getting worse. Either way, you was homeless last year at 18. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're not now. I'm sorry to hear that. Lived third world for a year. Still have made it. We still have made it. Or we still haven't made. Okay. Still haven't made. Comparatively, you right. And that's hopefully that stays the case. We'll see what goes on. We'll see how this keeps going. Hopefully it stays the case where we haven't made. But it is the pressure starting to get on to some people. They say even me, the finances shit, the shit sucks. But yeah, the third world is something different. Something different. But we'll see, man. We'll see. The homelessness problem is gonna get worse and worse, unfortunately. And the drug problem, shit, man. These fucking pills, man. I feel for the youth. Richard Young, there's a few other youthful people who show up. I really feel for the youth, man. But you know what? I could be overdoing it because I'm watching too much fucking internet. I could be doom and glooming it because I'm watching too much internet. Now people are caught up to the fact that this population crisis is real. Now it just seems like some of the shit I've been talking about for now a year or two. Now more people are starting to realize how serious this is. But sometimes, like I said, you watch too much internet and you scare yourself into something that's like, you know what? What did Mark Twain say? I'm probably messing up the quote, but it's something along the lines of most of the things that I worried about never happened. So there's, you always got to keep that in mind. You don't want to be too much of a doomer, even though, things ain't perfect. You want to acknowledge that shit. We were just talking about the rent shit, talking about the housing shit. But you don't want to be too much like, oh man, this. It's very easy to get in that way. Even my algorithm is like that. Howdy, Tom Jensen. Appreciate you being here. Shout out to Mama Jensen. Shout out to Utah barbecue and all that other good stuff. So yeah, you don't want to be too much of a doomer. Scary thing, the population has to grow, not just remain static to fund government programs. What's going to happen? Because it's going to. I think it's already too late to stop it from not retracting it in the next 10 years. Really, a lot of it started in 2008 when that was a dip in births. You know what I mean? And now we have the pandemic era. And then, of course, if you may or may not have taken certain medical procedures, that may affect your fertility or your life. You know what I mean? Outside your fertility. He who hesitates meditates in a horizontal position. Don't want to fund government programs. True. Me neither. But what does that look like? What does it look like when because I don't see the population I don't see the population growing that much more. It'll probably, you know what I mean? I don't see the birth rates changing. The birth rates are not going to improve anytime soon. Because how can it? What will make the birth rates improve when we got this financial situation and this social situation? You can't put the feminist toothpaste back in the tube, and that's done a lot of damage to the fabric of men and women. To the point I'm sick of hearing men complain about it. If you're old and didn't work hard enough to have your own bread, that's on you. Nah, because it's a scam. I don't want to, as much as I don't want people to talk shit about Generation Z, I don't want people to talk shit about the boomers. And this is you saying this while your dad gets Social Security. Yeah, if you've been paying taxes, I knew there was a chance I wasn't going to get those benefits. I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm pretty sure my generation, I'm 37, when it's time for Social Security, Medicare or Medicaid, whichever one, I get those confused, I think I'm fucked. Because there's no way, like where are the kids going to come from? Unless the plan is to use immigrants and get them as taxpayers. Maybe that is the fucking plan. Social insecurity, right? Says your dad finesse. Oh, sheesh. don't know. You should be slaying the internet though, that, but whatever, man. Uh, that's not good, man. That's not good. But shit, I don't know. I don't see where the people will come from. If it's not the immigrant, and even then, this is a global situation with the population, man. I mean, there's a few countries in the that are plus, but I mean, you know, India, I think is one. India's passed China in population already. India is the most populated country, not China. And China did that to themselves. That one child policy, what a stupid policy that is. And that's gonna have such drastic effects for them for years. And just for years. And they still have some of the social shit with women and men on top of it, which is crazy. I wish I could show you the thing of the woman crying about how it's a Chinese woman crying about how she's not gonna find nobody. Keep in mind, there's like 30 or 40 million more men than there are women in China. So you have a higher population of men, significantly higher than women in China. And she's crying how she's never gonna find a man. But then also in the same segment talking about how she don't want a man that's not up to her standards. And this is happening in China. This is happening everywhere. So how do you, what's going to happen with this whole generation? And again, it's happening in Japan, it's happening in France, it's happening in England, it's happening in America. What's going to happen when these kids that we're just expecting to fill in the system don't exist? Everyone looks, oh, come on. That's bigoted. So you don't need a doctor I'll take care of myself. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That scares me. What am I gonna do when I get older? I got a little 401k. Hey, no, don't be sorry. Wait, I checked out some of the stream. And then, don't worry about it, man. My streams all suck. By the time you all be lucky we had Dr. Nick from The Simpsons, yeah. Shit, man, I'm watching some. No, man, hey, relax, brother. You good. You're good. But you can't say I checked out your stream. I happened to catch a stream. Because I wasn't streaming. A lot of times I'd be streaming all the damn time. But trying to be laid. Sexy Red is going to be saving. Sexy Red needs to save a record deal. Texas internet. Yeah, I'm on Texas internet. We still struggling. But Texas internet do cut out. Older PC. No, you good. You ain't gotta make excuses. It was fine. It was fine, man. You were good. Shout out to hey, please sub to Real Wade if you haven't already. But yeah, the population thing is real. We'll see. You know what I mean? My whole life was like overpopulation, and it's like, nope, that ain't gonna happen. We also got automation coming though. So, we're gonna lose a lot of jobs. Oh, don't feel like a letdown, Wade. I don't want to trade, especially as you talk about the Dominican women look like bridge trolls. There's some pretty women out here. I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, don't feel like that, bro. You good. You are good. I've been feeling, like I said, that's part of the reason I ain't been streaming. I've not been feeling at my best mentally. So yeah, happy to show. Don't even worry about it. I've not been feeling at my best. And I'm like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing in my life, let alone this fucking channel. Work has been stressful. I keep telling you this car situation, this money situation, stressful. It's an ugly ass bridge show. Had an altercation with a woman 2 days ago. Oh man, like you put pause on her, or just like verbal altercation? Don't let me know. Don't tell me you out here hitting hoes with sweet chin music and won't pass the ox. You work too, so you tired. Yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, I've been kind of stressed. Oh hell yeah, what happened, bro? Or you just joking? Like I said, I keep finding pretty women out here, just on the accident. It's a lot of pretty Latinas out here. I saw a couple ratchet ones, but they was thick the other day at Walmart. Hey, I appreciate you dropping by, bro. I appreciate you dropping. Oh, don't apologize. You don't gotta apologize. Apologize for nothing. Don't apologize. You good. You're good, bro. I'm just happy they caught a string. Y'all talking about college football. I think I made a joke about Michigan. You good, bro. But yeah, don't be fucking DDT and these British trolls. What's wrong with you, Richard? What's wrong with you? Needs to de-stress. Hopefully you can unwind here. If not, I get it. Sometimes, it's stress. Sometimes I got fucking ADD. So that's why I'm picking this little thing up, this little hand thing up. Because I got ADD. So sometimes, I'll be in the stream for a minute and I'm like, oh, I want to watch this video or I want to do this. I don't know if it's real ADD, but let's see. I can make it big in the Mexican wrestling gigs. I don't know about that. So Richard was walking home with his teammates recently. There's one chick you don't even look at, passing by, roll her eyes at you. It's been happening for a while. And your friends told you. We'll see what you said later. I appreciate Baba Booey, man. Who remembers when Howard Stern was cool? You got to be an OG to remember Baba Booey. Baba Booey, we used to do the prank calls. And they had people call Baba Booey, who was, I forgot what, I think he was a producer or something, the actual guy, Baba Booey. He was like a producer on Howard Stern's show back when Howard Stern was edgy and funny and shit back in the late 90s when things were still good. We still had good media, good entertainment, good wholesome, raunchy-ass entertainment back in the 90s. So yeah, I'm waiting to see what Richard says about why he's DDTing British trolls in Dominican Republic. I don't know if they like Colombia. Colombian girls killing motherfuckers right now. Jackie and Artie. Yeah, I do remember Artie. Didn't they? Who did they replace Artie with? I remember. No, they replaced Jackie with Artie, didn't they? Artie Lane. Gary Delabate. That's what his name was. Yes. We've been giving Gary a hard time for 30 years. I haven't seen Howard Stern. I know he's still around. I haven't seen him since, that era or the early 2000s, when he went to XM. He lost his nose. Whoa. I don't know if you're talking about Artie Lane. I know Artie. Yeah, Artie Lane he was on some serious shit, bro. I know he had a lot of issues, a lot of coke, a lot of drugs. He was a big guy too. He lost his nose. He was using it. He was using it back in the days, man. It was crazy. He even still had a job. Oh, bro, I remember that era too. Yeah, you would fall asleep watching Howard on E when he had the show on E. It was like a recap of the show. Howard Stern was cold back then, bro. I used to want to be in radio, and I think part of the reason I still do shit like this is because the soft influence of Howard Stern. It's sad to see what he's become, but he was that guy back in the day, and I really wanted to be like a radio personality because of him. I didn't necessarily want to do the same type of show because I didn't have that type of energy. Maybe various times I've been a shock jock even on this channel. But yeah, Howard Stern was the man. So it's cool that you came in, Baba Booey. I appreciate you being here, bro. I remember this about back when Howard Stern was the shit. He was the man. You had a bunch of other people come out. The Bubba the Love Sponge. What was the other group? It was Opie and Anthony. Then they had Ron and Fez. A lot of people tried to shot jock era, but nothing was quite like Howard. Not in his prime. Not in his prime. But hey, he made a shit ton of money off of XM. He really got them something crazy. He got XM Sirius, or whichever one he signed a contract and they ended up merging. Man, he took them for a lot of money. I don't know if that company's ever been profitable. I doubt it. Because, who the fuck wants Sirius? They're somehow still around. But who the fuck wants Sirius XM? You know what I'm saying? I had it for a little bit in the early 10s when I bought a car. Because it came with the car. And then I just did it for a year. So I had it for a couple years. It was cool. But we making millions a year. Podcast definitely killed Sirius. Yeah, the podcast era killed it. That because now we're in the podcast era. You know, everybody's on YouTube, everybody's on Spotify podcasts, and yeah, you don't really need Sirius XM anymore. Yeah, Sirius gave Howard stupid money, like something. And they did it twice, I think. And they give him the first contract was worth like hundreds of millions, and they had to keep him because he was the only reason to keep Sirius. So they gave him a bigger contract the next time. Yeah, making millions per year. So I don't. He might. I mean, he might own that bitch. Fuck, I know. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, podcasting between podcasting for the personality side and Spotify itself for the music side. There's no real need to have serious shit. Even shit like Pandora has been killed by Spotify. So, you know, maybe I wonder if Richard did message. I'm like, what the hell happened to Richard? Maybe all messages. Maybe I missed one. No, I didn't. I don't think so. But yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. You know, it's funny. We didn't know we would be nostalgic for those days back in the day. We took that era for granted as far as media and entertainment. I think the 80s and 90s were the peak era for media. It got censored. So much it got censored. You said Robert Quivers was hot in the 90s? Yeah, she was cute back in the 90s. Like I said, I ain't seen her then, but she's got to be in her 60s, 70s or some shit. I ain't gonna prey on an old woman. But yeah, we really took for granted the entertainment we had in the 90s. So basically, you spotted and confronted her about it. What happened after that? Her rolling her eyes. You shouldn't, you know. It's easy to tell people what to do, right? When you ain't in a situation. Maybe I would have reacted crazier. I don't know. I'm not, you know, I can't be 19 again. But you know, if you can, try to let that stuff slide. Then you would talk about her boobs. There was no. I mean, because, you know, I don't know how Robin is now. Hopefully she's not gone woke. I know Howard went semi-woke. But he, you know, you try to do that shit now, she would hit her intersectional intersectional feminism. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. WWE in the 90s was fire. We talk about that all the time. I can't even watch modern wrestling. I can't even watch it. It's unwatchable, man, to me. Music, movies, TV shows in the 80s, 90s, you had a little reverb into the 2000s. But man, we really peaked in the 80s and the 90s. Sports, everything. We peaked and we took it for granted. We thought these days was always going to be around. Even in the 2000s, everything is far too clean and too overproduced. Even YouTube is overproduced. You look at the big YouTubers, man. I was watching a video. No, our favorite moment wasn't China winning the IC. You know, it was actually Mick Foley winning the championship. I was one of the people watching Nitro because we used to watch both of them. We used to try to watch both of them. I was a little bit, it depends. When the NWO was at their hottest, I was a little bit more of a WCW fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at that point, Stone Cold was in full effect, even though he was out for that moment, even though he came back that night. But if you was watching Nitro, was it Tony Schiavone said, because it was a taped episode of Raw. Just imagine they had a title change, a taped episode of Raw. And so they already knew the results. So WCW told you that Mick Foley was going to win the championship. He's like Cactus, you know, Mick Foley, formerly Cactus Jack, now Mankind and WWE is going to win the championship. And he's like, that'll put butts in the seats. And I was one of the people that turned over because when they told you it, they didn't even have the match booked yet. And matter of fact, I don't even know if it was on because Nitro started at 8, Raw started at 9. Nitro was 3 hours, Raw was only 2. So Raw might not have even started yet. So you had to go through so you was anticipating, okay, how are they even gonna make a match for a title? And then when they made the match, oh man, he must not have been bullshitting. He is gonna win. And then Stone Cold, who had been injured, came out and helped Mick Foley win. That shit was the hypest shit ever. I was like, whoa. That was crazy. No, they won't show no girls with thongs. For a second there, I thought they was trying to soft do it with putting more women wrestling on TV. Like, okay, we can't go as hard as we can. But they so scared, man. Sponsors wanted to lead them just because of what Vince McMahon was accused of. We just in a different era. And they got a nice, I hate to say woke, because as much as I'm sick of people complaining about woke, as much as I am sick of woke. But there's a lot of male feminists. I'll say that. That's accurate to say. There's a lot of male feminists, a lot of intersectional, maybe you would call leftist type leaning motherfuckers in the wrestling space right now, as far as fans. So they don't want to see quote unquote chauvinistic or toxically masculine women. They want to see the women wrestle. It's like, okay, I do too. But if there's a pretty girl, why do we gotta act like this girl's not pretty? You know what I mean? And there are pretty girls wrestling. Shit. Richard, me and Richard damn near glaze over some of these girls called a female wrestling podcast. We could probably still do it, even though I ain't watching the shit now. There's a few girls I wouldn't mind seeing in the bra and panties match right now. Not only have they been verbally neutered, they both help run the company right now, and they're the ones doing the neutering. Think about this. The Rock, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, and how crazy all of them could be back in the day. Now all three have positions of power in the company, and they turn out the product you got now. Hey, LDG. Yeah, different era. A lot of people, that Me Too shit hurt a lot of things. Shit, it was even some small wrestlers. What's the guy name? They got caught up in that shit. Even though I think one of those girls was young, so he kind of deserved it. Marty Scurll, he got caught up in that shit, wrestling wise. And that fucked his whole little thing up. He never even made it to WWE after that shit. But yeah, the Me Too era and the pro-feminine era, and like I said, there's a lot of people in WWE, or a lot of fans. Oh, we want to see the women. And I don't want to be that asshole. That's crazy to me, small time Republic. Louis C.K. got Me Too and he asked for permission. Louis C.K. did nothing wrong. He may be weird. And if I didn't say hey to LDG, I'm saying hey again. Shit, don't you got tomorrow is when that your stuff launch, isn't it? But yeah, Louis C.K., if you guys remember what happened to him, and it's crazy because he was one of the top comedians. He totally missed out on his era post-pandemic where comedies are kind of at this peak right now. He missed out on that whole era. And he was one of the top comedians, but yeah, he was weird. He was kinky. He was creepy. But he wasn't illegal. He asked girls permission. He wanted to, he liked beating off in front of women. That's his gimmick. All these girls had no problem with it at first, and then years later, they want to holler power dynamics. Like, what do you mean power dynamics? Half the shit happened. Nobody know who Louis C.K. was. Oh, you're doing the Bird and Prey memorial stream. Rest in peace to Bird and Prey. Bird O Prey. Keep saying Bird of Prey because that's But yeah, rest in peace to him. I did see on your stream when you did a stream when he passed. So yeah, rest in peace to him. He was a good dude. He was a cool dude. I ain't interacted with him a ton of times, but he's been cool every time we interacted. People like Bill Cosby did make things worse. Every man got to pay for Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, these people. It's like, yo, I didn't do none of this shit. And the shit's still happening. Shit, how many YouTubers and no-name rappers I keep hearing between Kai Cenat not him, but one of his team was caught, Dr. Disrespect, Mr. Beast, one of his team was caught, YouTubers who I never heard of get caught. It's like, so now everybody got to suffer because there's a few creeps out here. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Just, put the creeps in jail, which they couldn't do to Cosby, but then that's a whole other can of worms. That whole Cosby situation. But yeah, it's like, okay, what the yeah, that's why I said that's a whole situation. Some of them, when you look at that story, it's like, no, you were just doing drugs with Bill Cosby. That don't count. Not saying I would send my sister or daughter to have pudding pops with Bill, because I certainly wouldn't. But not a lot of those girls did not do anything. And Bill had immunity when he was interviewed, which is why they ended up having to let him out in the first place. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right. I'm sure, he definitely hurt people, but some of those girls were just hopping on. Kind of glad Mr. Beast is going down. I had this bad. Wait, let me see. Read. I feel bad for feeling this way. I'm jealous he's rich. Don't feel. I mean, I get it somewhat, but listen, I don't necessarily. I ain't gonna say I never get jealous. I'm a human being. I don't hate. I didn't really watch Mr. Beast content. Listen, if you're really doing some creepy shit, you deserve to. People need to know. And then, a lot of shit coming about. This is probably a little bit more relevant to Mr. Beast about how he fakes all these videos, which I kind of figured, but now that shit's coming out. The guy played the OBGYN that worked out of his basement is so crazy. Yeah, we all just dealt with it. It's like, oh, this wholesome family. Do. It's like, the fuck? This is a weird ass premise. We just all accepted it. Yeah, with the Mr. Beast thing, I mean, even though that's what YouTube wants, they want a bunch of Mr. Beast. They want a bunch of people smiling in thumbnails with crazy, ass thumbnails. Yeah, they want a bunch of, YouTube don't care if you fake his videos, as long as you get them views, as long as you get them advertisement. I mean, who knows? Mr. Beast makes YouTube a lot of money. That's why the shit kind of got swept under the rug. I mean, I felt like you heard about it a ton when it came out. The guy, whatever the dude's name, dude. Sorry, it's a dead name, but that's a dude, bro. But when it came out, he was on some weird type of time, saying all this crazy shit in Discord. You heard it everywhere, and now that shit just dried up. It's like, the fuck? And then what pissed me off is when it came out, instead of apologizing or saying that the guy doesn't some little corporate answer, which was still in whatever, he says, oh, people are being transphobic. This guy is posting naked pics of whatever in the fucking Discord, and he's going at fucking 13-year-olds, like a lot of them. The fuck, this ain't transphobic. Your guy is on some creeper type of time, and you sitting there defending him. What type of creepy shit is you into that we don't know about? Only God knows. Only God knows. And I mean, if you're a real conspiracy theorist, yeah, he probably isn't a bussy. If you're a real conspiracy theorist and you know how just in general the entertainment work, going back to Cosby and Weinstein, you know that if you want a certain amount of success, sometimes you gotta spread them cheeks open. Yeah, YouTube is gonna protect Mr. Beast. He's making them. He might literally be making them billions of dollars. But I mean, the entertainment industry. We only heard about Weinstein. We ain't hear about all these other motherfuckers who've been doing all the type of shit. So, and it's men and women. A lot of these guys. Oh shit. What do they say about P. Diddy? When P. Diddy say he want a party, you got to tell him no. Trust me, a lot of these bigger YouTubers, like at the Mr. Beast level, they did something. They did something strange for a little change to get that. To maybe they blew up to a certain extent, but to get to 300 million subs, 300 million, nah, they gotta. Because I mean, anyone who's had a YouTube channel has went through some sort of shadow banning or throttling of some sort. P. Diddy made me pretty. And Baba Booey said, yup, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Beast, I mean, you can best believe somebody said, hey, do you really want to be a star? And he was cool with it. And probably the whole team was cool with it. And then when one of them went degenerate, he's like, oh man, we got to hush this shit up. So yeah, YouTube is going to protect Mr. Beast. So, I mean, I ain't really jealous, but I mean, he on some bullshit, so he deserve, you get what you fucking deserve. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily, I don't like to necessarily say karma, but I believe you reap what you sow. So if you do something messed up, that energy is gonna come back to you. Whew, wow. Oh, you smacked the bridge troll. That's crazy. Oh shit, you about to get to 500 subs though. Congrats. Why'd you smack the grid show? That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna report you for that. That's crazy. You had to smack the girl. Unless she put hands on you. If she put hands on you, you got to defend it. Oh, so the number one tennis player tested positive for steroids twice. No suspension because he didn't know. Jannik Sinner. People use steroids for everything, bro. Same thing happened to Canelo. All these Mexican fighters, he said, "Oh, I was eating Mexican meat. It has extra clenbuterol in it. That's why I tested positive." And they was cool. They was like, "All right, yep." Because Canelo's, I mean, he probably still is the biggest boxer on earth. So he generates enough money. They said, "Yep, cool." Because you're gonna generate 50, 60, $100 million, and everybody's gonna eat. So we don't give a fuck. Go ahead, juice up and bash motherfuckers' brains in. We don't care. And it's tennis, they don't care. That's why you think, I know. So what you say? I almost want to bury in the league. I'm trying to get everybody comments. If you're the 87 best, hell yeah, you get suspended. Steroids make sports more fun, low key, superhuman type of thing. I know baseball was better when they had steroids, and I'm sure it does. But no, baseball was better when the steroids was flowing loosely. When it was like everybody was on gear. That's when baseball was at its peak, bro. I don't want to hear. I don't see why they. I think I heard a rumor they may let Barry Bonds in. About time. Like, fuck you, baseball. You know people want to watch to see all these steroid motherfuckers hit home runs, all these steroid ass pitchers throwing the ball 100 miles per hour. You know that's why the fuck we was watching, and they want to act crazy. Hell, yeah, Silly love those ratings. Buzz Silly. Oh, bitch ass. Then want to act all high and mighty. Like, get the fuck out of here. Baseball was a phenomenon in that era, and it was because of steroids. These motherfuckers risked their body, their ability to reproduce kids, the potential of having heart attacks. They did all that shit for the game. And yeah, they made millions. But you did just make billions of dollars off of it. Billions upon billions. I almost don't count. All of a sudden, I started talking about Mr. Beast. I started talking about Buzz Silly. All of a sudden, I'm reconnecting. Yeah, the 90s did go all out. But yeah, man, fuck it. I see it. Now the stream went that crazy. That's crazy. The stream was good. We've been on the stream 47 minutes. For the first 46 and a half, everything was A-okay. I started talking about Mr. Beast being corrupt. I started talking about baseball being corrupt. And if sports being corrupt in general, because you're talking about the tennis player. And all of a sudden, it's a problem. But in general, the principle remains. If you're a top guy, shit is cool. Shit is cool. The stream acted crazy because you admitted to... yeah, I do want to get back to that. Let's not bury the lead. Yeah, it is all connected, man. If you know, you know. A lot of these motherfuckers go to Eyes Wide Shut parties to get on. Shit, now they got the fucking that Michael Rubin, who all he does is make shitty stuff. Fanatics is one of the shittiest companies at making memorabilia. Yet he got all these contracts for all these sports to make their jerseys and shit, make their clothes and memorabilia. But he be having these parties and he be filling up all the guests. Be hugging the guests from the back and shit. Be inviting nothing but athletes and rappers. So, I mean, you can tell what his fetish is. But yeah, going back to Richard, because, we kind of buried the lead because we hit this conversation. Yo, don't be... did she swing at you? Did she put her hands on you? Like, why did you think, you know what, I'm about to smack this girl? Like, what happened, bro? Don't be out here smacking these girls. For real, man. That's not good, bro. That's not good. Now, if you have to defend yourself, she said, what you gonna do about it? I ain't 19, so I don't want to act high and mighty, man, but you can't be out here doing that. I get that a lot of these girls, see, Christ, I get that we hit a different, I feel you. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you the thought never crossed my mind ever in my life. But I gotta be a hero and shit, vigilante and shit. There's heroes and shit, Captain America here. Like you see, got these action figures, heroes, Superman and shit. So we gotta be, heroic and shit. I gotta tell you the good advice. I mean, this is just like a guitar chart. I tell you, the good advice, Captain. Not Captain Save a Hoe, but you can't be Captain Smack a Hoe neither. You gotta not let that shit get to you, man. Because you don't want to maintain that habit. And I get being frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I I get being frustrated, but it tell you the temperature that I'm not like going. If this was 20 years ago, I'd be like, "What are you doing, man? You can't be doing this shit, man. It's not a good." Man, there's incidents I see on the internet that if I was the guy with a tombstone pile driver, girl, I'm being honest. That's why I'm not trying to go too hard at you because I wasn't there. I wasn't in the moment. I've seen girls go be so disrespectful to a dude. I'm like, I'm so glad that the Most High never put me in that situation because if I was in that situation, I would not be doing it. I mean, I've seen girls smack dudes on the internet and dudes just take it. I wish I was that strong of resolve of a person. I don't know if I could do it. The MAG Avengers were RFK and Tulsi Gabbard. Not with JD Vance, sweet ass, I'm not. And not with all the bullshit I came for making fun of JD Vance and his gold dust looking wig. His wig still look like gold dust. I don't care how you vote. And I don't care how much horse semen Tampon Tim drink. He's just another weirdo. I got another device. No, actually my iPad's not next to me. I don't know where my iPad is. I mean, this is being propped on my work laptop, but no. And that noise you hear is my cheap ass chair, and me being a big back motherfucker moving around this damn chair. But man, I do get that these hoes can be very, very disrespectful. Very beyond the world disrespectful, but you gotta have patience. Going back to work, peace out, man. I appreciate you being here, Bobby Boy. Leave a like, share, sub, all that good stuff if you care to. If not, it was cool just to hang out with you for a minute, man. You a cool dude. Send you a short of yours, but you want to look at the comments. It's like, bro. Send it on Instascam. Send it on Instascam, and I'll check it out there after the stream. That's probably the best way to send it to me so I can actually check it out. But so like I said, I do get it. And unfortunately, this might be the most disrespectful group of women in human history. But but if she puts her hands on you, man, it's equal rights and left. You can't be putting your hands on people, bro. If a girl put her hands on you, it's like, man, because you got to defend yourself. Then you got to defend yourself. You know what I mean? Girls be having blades and shit. Girls can have guns. Shit, in this country, girls can have guns. So if a girl's aggressive, I get it. But listen, I can't be /big homie and just tell you, yeah, cool, smack that bitch. Like, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. So I was like, bro, but it isn't that deep. Yeah, I can't just be like, yo, smack that bitch. Yeah. I gotta be good. But listen, I went in a situation, so I ain't gonna judge you. You ain't on trial. I ain't gonna judge you, but I will say, try to be more patient next time. Patience is a virtue. You definitely need patience dealing with a lot of these women, because like I said, this might be the most disrespectful group of women human history has ever provided. All things considered, because no group of women have had this much leeway and this much encouragement to be disrespectful at the clip that they are. I saw that was a Barbara Walters, Sean Connery, the physicist self-slap woman. I wish I could play that clip. He was like, yeah, sometimes you got to give a woman a slap. And he's like, you still feel that way? He's like, yeah. Sometimes women are hysterical. I may get out of quote wrong. Yeah, I think it's Barbara Walters. Like, you still, like, I guess she was referencing in the past, she had said something about slapping women. And now you still feel that way? You're like, yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm trying not to be, I don't want to be like this channel encourages violence towards women, right? Don't, keep your hands to yourself. But you do got to protect yourself. If a woman's being aggressive, you gotta protect yourself, man. If she's just talking, hopefully you can walk away. But then shit, man, I done seen too many of these. I was just talking earlier about the goofiness of the manosphere, but they be playing those little TikToks and YouTube shorts and clips from Instagram or Twitter or wherever, Facebook, wherever they get these clips. And man, there's some women that put men in crazy situations that most reasonable men would have had to have acted with some sort of physical aggression just to keep themselves protected. So that's where I can't just have a clear never hit a woman. I would say err on the side of not, but I mean, women that say, "Oh, I'll allow you." I'll never forget the girl who wanted the Wi-Fi password, and the guy told her no. And then the girl, if he didn't have that phone, literally, if he wasn't recording this situation, his life would be over. Because she said, and I think I played it on one of these streams. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna tell the police you tried to grape me and my kids," because she didn't get the Wi-Fi password. So we in a different era with these women, man. So that's why I can't be too hard on young Richard. That's what he said. That's what she said. But I can't do too whatever. I do recognize this is, not that the girls back in my day was crazy too. They was probably the craziest group of women up until this point. You know what I'm saying? But now the generation after them is just that much worse. And again, encouraged too. So that's where it's like they encouraged to be disrespectful to men. Since on Instagram, okay. They encouraged to be disrespectful to men. That's the thing that's fucked up. You want to know why the birth rate is what it is. Money's a huge reason. The lack of religion, because, during the Great Depression, during other economically tough times, people believed in the Most High. That, a baby is a blessing. We can make it if we try. People would do quote unquote struggle back in the days. But now that we don't have that same ethos, we don't have that same spirit, and then you add money, and then you add feminism to it, that birth rate ain't going nowhere, bro. That birth rate ain't going nowhere. The comment made you hate old heads even more. Oh, man. I try not, I am my head is old. Sometimes I need an old head, even though I'm in my 30s or whatever, going into the 40s. But I don't want to be one of these typical old heads who ain't got nothing for the youth. Oh, y'all fucked up. I know why y'all fucked up. I saw it before y'all was born. I saw the motherfuckers raising y'all. You know what I mean? I told the story about my homie had the chick. She was a single mom. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. And the rubber was by the sippy cup. Them kids is older than you. Or your age, Richard. So they was raised by some wild thought who cared so little about their own welfare that she would leave a nutted in rubber right next to their sippy cup like it didn't matter. A sippy cup that was filled with Mountain Dew, by the way, because that's gonna help these kids. So these was the ones who raised that. These are the matriarchs raising these kids because ain't no dad around. So it's like, what do you expect these kids to be? What do you expect these kids to be? Did you see these hoes when they was having these kids? I do. I did. I remember what they was like. I remember what these kids. These are supposed to be the women that this generation respected as moms, as mother. And dad was the invisible fucking man. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You should be happy that they just all gave up and don't want to do anything. Some of them don't. Some of them is out here buck wild. Or they leaning off of these fucking perks. These perk 30s. Not trying to make yourself look like Jesus. Well, after a tombstone pile driving a bridge troll you don't right now. But hold on. Sorry, I gotta bring this to me because it's hard to read through this mask. Not to make yourself look like Jesus, but not everyone like you know something is wrong. A lot of kids don't have that awareness. Yeah, a lot of kids just going. A lot of people in general just go along to get along. I mean, that's the natural way of humanity. That's why we are in this situation, and there's no way out of it, man. It's too late. Culturally and financially, and society's about to. Yeah, society's about to crash off a cliff, and there's no stopping it. No stopping it. But I think your generation's smarter than my generation. She lucky, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't be like an attitude era Stone Cold, just Stone Cold stuttering bitches. You gotta try to have more patience going forward, brother. I get it. I get it. She probably was disrespectful, and you said, this ain't the first time, so she probably been disrespectful. But now, let's say she says, you know what? I'm about to get my brother and all my family. Now you got an issue. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens then? That's another thing to think about. I'm gonna get my brother, two of my boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? Cousin and all this, and now it's like stump Richer out a clock. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she see you on a regular basis, it might be a problem. Yeah, you say that, man. You not want to. I mean, you live in New York, so you probably have been in fights and been jumped before. And you live in the Dominican Republic now, so I'm sure you have. But it's still not fun. It's not fun. And I mean, I know you're supposed to be leaving pretty soon, but still, yeah, people get. But that's why people jump people anyway. Yeah, her brother's not gonna care if she was acting disrespectful. Like I said, she get a couple brothers, couple cousins, 2 or 3 boyfriends, and who knows. So that's the situation you opened yourself up. I wish you the best. I hope that don't happen. But now that's something you got to watch out for over something silly. And no matter what you message me back, I don't care. Oh, she can bring this and that. All right, man. I'm just trying to be a good old head, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be a good old head and not lie to you. Just like, I ain't bashing you and say, oh, man, you just this, that, and third. But I'm also going to be like, hey, man, because I will say this, and this is something, you're still young enough to avoid situations. Any situation you can avoid, any confrontation you can avoid, you're better off avoiding it. The absolute best martial art you can possibly learn is sprinting and running. Track and field is the best martial art, so you can get out of the fucking track and field and debate class are the 2 best martial arts. To be able to talk your way out of a situation and physically remove yourself from a situation are going to be better than any BJJ, any Muay Thai, any boxing, anything. Because you never know how a situation can escalate, weapons, all that type of shit. And then, God forbid something happened to you 20, 30 years from now, you'll be like, man, I should have really just not done this. You know what I mean? Run for nobody. All right, man. See, you can text me and message me whatever you like. Whatever you like. And I hope nothing happens, my guy. Yeah, a lot of times you do know a situation going to be bad before everything goes down. So it's best to avoid the situations as you can, man. I'm telling you. I would be derelict as a big homie, old head, old fart, to not tell you these things. And you 19 from the Bronx and Dominican Republic don't care. There's a lot of motherfuckers. I always hate that shit. When you see the old motherfucker come in a wheelchair, yeah, I didn't used to care. It's like, what the fuck? But now that I'm older than that motherfucker was back then, I realized, that motherfucker was right. So you can avoid a situation. Sometimes it's not avoidable. I get that too. But you can avoid a situation. Best to avoid it. Now, I hope nothing happened. I hope she just eat the L, go about her life. But you trust me. Because you would be on here if one of them stabbed you. Oh my God, I got stabbed. I can't do the basketball thing now. All that's fucked up. You'll be telling me, oh man, everything's just fucked up now. Like, well, you didn't have to put no hands on her. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, man. All right, I get that. I get it. I can't be 19 again. If I was 19 again, I might feel something similar to you. So I get it that there's they say the youth is wasted on the young, but it's really not, man, because you can only be young once. You wouldn't even if you gave an old man that youth, you wouldn't know what to do with it because it's not. It's not part of the reason you're more logical when you're old is because you are old. When you are youthful, sometimes and that can be a good thing because sometimes you can be so youthful, you can be not know about consequences, too young to know how important something is, so you don't have pressure on you. It can be a little bit more carefree. But I understand my piece. I don't buy nobody. I don't mess with nobody. So if someone messes with me, it's on you. I get that, man. But I'm just, like I said, I'd be derelict if I just, if I was a Mansfield, be on these bitches. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be that type of. It's supposed to be a vigilante. It's supposed to be a hero. So yeah, I just said my piece. I just wanted to say that. Make sure I feel like I said everything that I need to say. I wish you the best, man. Wish you the best with the situation. In any situation you deal with. Yeah, small time problems, right? You got to play a long game. And in life, that's something. In general, play the long game. Whether it's positive, negative, avoiding situation, anything you can do. If you can save money, man. Anything. You said obviously if it's the chick's like I wouldn't be in a situation. I don't hit anything. That's it, man. I just wish you the best. Wish you the best. Yeah, I hope nothing else comes from it. I hope it's just a one-off thing. You say you tired as fuck as the long game. 20 years old. That's something we've been doing since my generation, making you think you're supposed to have anything situated by 20 years old. Motherfuckers 40 years old don't have their lives situated. 50 years old don't have their lives situated. So don't do the youthful hopelessness. That's a gimmick they want to run too. That's why they got a lot of people your age on these fucking perk 30s. Leaned out of their mind. High out of their mind. Cause I'm 20 and I ain't got you. That's why Insta scam's so demonic. You might see some 18-year-old who got a fucking Bugatti or some shit, and you think, damn, I'm older than him, and I ain't doing what he doing, man. I must be fucking up. No, you not. He a fucking rarity. You know what I'm saying? Social media can get you to brainwash yourself. By 20 years old, man, you're supposed to be exploring your life, figuring things out. If you do have it situated, or you are on the path of life that you want to be, God bless you. But that's not normal. Most people are just trying to figure shit out and hope they ain't fucking things up. That's why it's so demonic that they give people these evil ass student loans in this country at 19, 18. Like, little 18-year-old know what the fuck they doing. They might want to change their major and you gave them $60, $70, $100,000 in debt so they can go to some shitty school for basket weaving degree. So yeah, you only 20, bro. You not. It's okay to not have much going on at 20, and that's something that they try to scare out of you because of school, and then social media can make you think it's different, but it's absolutely normal and okay to not know what you're doing and not have anything going on at 20. It's okay if you just got a little simple job. All I do is work at a gas station at 20. I'm gonna feel you. So I used to think that fucked up my life doing that. It was just lower self-esteem. It's a miracle. If it wasn't for the Most High, I wouldn't even went to community college. I had no help from any adults on how to fill out the damn FAFSA. And then I had to go back and forth to the damn, just to get it right. Yeah, the little community college that was in my town that I was living in, the little admissions thing. The only reason I was able to go because when I filled it out, even though apparently I filled it out wrong, I happened to have put that school down as one of the backup schools because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm mainly referring to avoiding bad situation, but yes, there will always be someone that appears to be doing something better. They have their own problems. Absolutely. Social media has so many people. It has people in their 50s, 60s. There's women right now getting divorced because there's some 20-year-old in their DMs talking about how sexy they are, and they see their old friends, in the south of France with some fling, and they think, oh my God, I'm settling for this guy. Why am I need to get divorced so I can go out here and fuck 20-year-olds. Literally, there's women right now doing that, and then they get out, they get ran through, they get ran through, roll hard, put away wet, and now they ain't got no husband or no family, and it just ruined 20, 30 years of their life. But they saw a bunch of people who were their age flexing on social media. So it's not even a young people thing. It says people older than me letting social media fuck up their life. Yep, old people get wrapped up and keep a score on Facebook. Prosperity. Yep. Screw their problems. I'm sick of other people getting your blessings. Well, maybe you never know. The Most High is like, oh, I'm about to bless them. Damn, why'd you hit this bridge troll with the people's elbow? Well, I guess I gotta skip over you now. Had no parents. What do you mean you had parents? It was just, but you probably no healthy parents. Get the small, yeah. I unfortunately I went through a lot of that shit where my mom, oh, you need to go to college, you gotta do something, you gonna do this shit, Shit, my mom, man. Listen, I can't even say nothing. I was walking away. Listen, I love Mom Vigilante. I wouldn't have made it through without her. But there's still frustration. I was on the way home walking, thinking about frustration shit from my past. I get it. Like I said, unfortunately, a lot of people who have kids, they just be doing the best they can. They don't be knowing what they're doing. It could be worse though. At least my mom didn't leave rubbers by the sippy cup. So I just, I always say that. Seeing some of these trifling hoes made me realize, man, it could be, my mom wasn't perfect, but it could be worse. So before the age of 16, you was selfless. You grew out there when you realized when it's your time. Yeah, my mom did the same thing. You need to go to college, but I'm not going to help you in any way. I was like, well, how is this supposed to happen? Hey, Fish Chozo. Nobody, no nothing. Luckily, I got a Pell Grant, and that was just enough to get in college and get a little bit extra to pay for books and shit. And so I went 2 years, and after that 2 years, after the Pell Grant ran out, I stopped going to school. College is the ultimate work. Oh, God, is it? Yes, nothing. College ain't really. You didn't miss out on nothing. All you missed out on was going into debt. Going into debt for a basket weaving degree. What a big college the biggest ripoff. Well, I don't know. Is college the biggest ripoff, or is the medical community the biggest ripoff, or is food the biggest ripoff, or is the working climate the biggest ripoff? There's so many scams going on. This whole country is a scam. That's why it's falling apart. You can only keep a scam going so long. So you went to orientation, you were sick of it, the horny hoes, and then you went into debt for an IT degree. Never got a job for it. That's another thing. They tell, go to school for IT. You know how competitive IT is? You have no clue how competitive IT is. And you're competing with people all over the earth. So, they tell you to go to school for this. Nobody watched the pilot aside from people I shared it to. I'm sorry, bro. Is it still up on your page? If so, toss the link in. Toss the link. That's the worst, man. You put in all that work. But hey, keep going. Electronics engineering. But I mean, same difference. But listen, Fizz, keep going, man. Don't stop, even though I know that shit's disheartening. I remember I had a game nobody played. I put like months and months and months of work into making a game that nobody played. And then I showed people, I made a game, didn't get no job offers, nothing, no callbacks. It was very disheartening. And I put a lot of work into this shit. And even to the point where I got it onto the Android store. And I thought, oh, this is impressive. I got my own app. Didn't mean shit. And I hate that. Check out Fizz's. Y'all can check out Fizz's thing. Shit, don't even if you watching the stream. If I could put it up and play it, I would. Stop watching the stream. Check out Fizz Chozo. He put in a lot of work into doing his own 3D animation. He made a pilot. Check out what he's doing. Check out wait, he maybe he had the wrong link. Once you get the link right, please check out what he's doing. There you go. Check out what Fizz is doing. Please do it. Josh interview said he had no experience. Yeah, how do you get the experience? I had projects that I on my GitHub, all this shit. He couldn't get a job in tech. And then, man, I hated that shit. And then you would go to these weird orientations and shit. It was this one drunk fat bitch who stunk in my face. I just remember her, and she was super fat and beer breath, belching and shit. They had beer at this little shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this little tech startup? I bet you I started probably even in business. You tried for 5 years. I tried for a good 2 or 3. The link doesn't work on vertical? Oh, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, with a lot of jobs, it's not what you know, but who you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. And you feeling down and read Owlman, don't read it. Owlman is a general sad story when it drops. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, hey, it's your story, man. Whatever it is, what it is. That's crazy that the link is not working, man. Fizz, I'm sorry about that. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna do vertical streams forever. I'm gonna try to check out the link. Actually, let me see what happens when I hit the link. All right, the stream might go crazy, but I'm gonna see. So yeah, it seemed to work for me. So I think it might work. It might work because I saw part of it. If it's Hollywood, it's not who you know, but who you blow. Yeah. Of course, there's a cheesy golden age stuff in comedy when it gets dark. I see. When it gets dark, it gets dark. I see. So yeah, Fizz, I was able to check it out. I mean, I'm gonna check it out after the stream, obviously, because it shut down the stream for a second. But, and I'm saying this knowing that once I'm done with this album and nobody listens to it, I'm gonna be upset. But try not to be too upset, man. And keep working at it. I still remember Goofanoid. It's so hard to get, social media, one of the big gimmicks of social media, I didn't realize this at first, is there's this false, I mean, shit, even though Richard's about to get to pass me up in subs, there's this false sense of your ability to reach people. When you can reach people, at the same time, it's kind of hard to reach a lot of people because everybody's on social media trying to do their own thing. I wish I had the answers. If I had the answers, there'd be 600 people in this chat instead of 6. But I just will say, keep going, keep trying. I know that's easy for me to say. It's kind of you might think of this business advice, but don't get too disheartened. You still put your work into something, and I'm gonna check it out. So, but for you, and you're on the PC, okay. So worked on the PC and opened those on tap. So the link does work. So feel free to post it again if you want. You said one of your favorite chapters has to be when Owlman gives Batman a Father's Day gift. And Owlman find out Wonder Woman is going to be his new mom. Love all Diana. Owlman moments. I see. That's pretty cool. But you don't give up on your dreams, no matter how long they may seem. And, people you say, give up your dreams and, pursue your dreams. But the reason you have to is because you're always going to want to do them anyway. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? No, it festers. That's why I'm still doing music. I stopped doing music in 2012. 2013. Stopped doing music. And it took me damn near a decade to start back, more than a decade to actually get something released. But I still want to do it. So there's a time where I didn't. I stopped, but it came back. So you might as well keep doing your dream because you're always gonna like, man, if I just, why didn't I keep going with X, Y, Z? So that's why I would recommend everybody just keep doing it because it's going to come. You're going to have that itch in the back of your mind. So that's why you got to keep doing it. I can't promise anybody success for anything, but keep going. A lot of people, it's not the first thing they release. It can be the 20th, 30th shit. Doom, even though that was a 90s game, was it like the 20th game or something like that they did? So just keep going. Even if this shit, and I know, who knows? You put it on the internet, it could have its own life of its own. And the fact that you did all the animation yourself, man, that's a lot of work. So, keep going. Keep going. It's a success. It's a success no matter what the numbers say. Any creative pursuit is a success in and of itself, regardless of the metrics. Because it's hard to finish something creative. It's hard to have an idea in your mind and make it something real. So shout out to you, Fizz. And you didn't use any AI. That's very commendable. So you did, organically got it out the mud yourself. So yeah, you need to be proud of yourself because I can't do that shit. No way in the world. No way in the world. So check out Fizz's pilot. It's dope that you was even able to come up with it, man. And again, don't give up. AI is kind of garbage. Makes more work than it says. Yeah, AI looks weird too, man. I don't even like the way AI looks. It looks creepy. And then motherfuckers be having extra fingers and hands and shit. It's just weird. I think AI is not quite ready for prime time. It will be, but it's not quite there. It's not quite there. Surprised we ain't got any, since your dildo didn't show up. Maybe, I know Zax might be streaming, and I know they like Zax more than me. So maybe that's it. But since your dildo or Papa Cotton or Nas, I don't know where Nas is. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I ain't gonna, don't nobody owe me shit. And shit, people hang out when they can. Hang out when they can, when they want to. But I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing the stream. We got to about an hour and a half. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, just looking at the time, try to get the stream close up. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, we can talk about it real quick. Otherwise, I'm probably going to get out of here. I've been sitting down too long. And shit, you see, last week we had a bunch of Black Myth Wukong streams. I haven't played that game since I streamed it last. I had to take a break from that. It hurt. Fucking my wrist was hurting. It's not hurting now, but it was hurting for a few days just playing that game too damn much. So I don't know when the next stream is going to be. Probably just kind of pop up style for a while. I'm trying to get myself mentally right. Just myself, and then try to do more videos. I try to stay organized and shit, but there's a few ideas for videos I need to do or want to do. Even some shit that's recorded that needs to just add visuals to. But I got to get myself right. I don't want to burn myself out. And we will see. We will see. So I don't see anything else. Just see Nas is the last thing Richard said. I appreciate that you guys even show up. What the whole message is. I appreciate you guys even show up to these streams. You guys don't owe me nothing. And I hope they entertain you. Hope they, if nothing else, pass the time. So thank you all for joining me. I'm sick of wearing this mask and sitting down in one spot. So I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. But if you haven't already, even though it doesn't really mean anything algorithmically, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Bye-bye, everybody. Like Fish Chozo said. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I'll talk to all you guys later. Peace.